What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 22 gameplay here. We got an online ranked match versus a random opponent. My opponent has the Dallas Cowboys. We have the Houston Texans. The battle for Texas is afoot here. And we got a sound matchup. We got a sound game. But the matchup is maybe not the best, but we do got a sound game. Playing with the Texans, I've only played with them about 3 times. This is probably the 3rd time I played with the Texans. And I'm late. Usually at this point of the game, I've played with every team, but for some reason I'm late with playing with the Texans. I guess because it just wasn't the best looking team to play with, which is kind of wild. Because I just remember at one point they were my favorite team to play with, like back in 2012. But at any rate, we have the Texans, and we don't really have a superstar on this team. I guess you could say Brandon Cooks. I think it's Brandon Cooks. I'm sorry, Brandon Cooks is probably the best player on the team, but he's not a superstar. Even though he seems to do well everywhere he goes, I don't know how he keeps going to different teams, because he's just so good. I don't get it, but well, I guess to some degree receivers are a little bit expendable. But at any rate, we got a game here, and playing with the Texans, I'm assuming that you got to run the ball often. That's just my guess. I think your safest bet is probably to run the ball. David Johnson is not bad. As we get a nice play right here to the right. David Johnson is not bad. I believe I got almost 100 yards with him. I know at one point I had 12 carries for 72 yards. It was 6 yards a carry, which is not bad to get the first touchdown of the contest. But you definitely want to run the ball. You got a couple guys that can run it. Like I said, David Johnson. We get the pick. It's your boy. We don't get to look a good Billy Ray, but almost. We was a yard away from it, but we're going to give it to DJ right there. We're going to get that touchdown. We're up 14-0 with the Texans. I was like, is this real? Is this a fake video? Shout out to Chris Smooth. I'm like, man, is this I'm like, man, what's going on here? Like, is this life right now? And we got my opponent has the Cowboys. The Cowboys are nice on this game. They're one of those teams that can be really hard to beat if you know how to play with them. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like they can be a problem. Ezekiel Elliott is much better than what people think he is. You got Tony Pollard, receiving core that's outstanding. Dr. Schultz, the boy at quarterback Dak, Deacon Dak, whatever you want to call him, man. I mean, the Cowboys' offense, and the defense is not bad too. With Michael Parsons, man, he's an absolute beast. So this team can be a really, really tough team to beat, man. Like, I would say they're a tier 1 team. In Madden, I think you got the Ravens because of Lamar Jackson. You got Packers. You could throw Chiefs up there because the offense is so prolific. I think Cowboys is up there, man. A tier 1 team in Madden. I really do think that. So to be up 14-0 with the Texans was a little bit shocking to me, because I'm really not that good with this team. But right here we go over the middle and we get picked off, man. The boy Curse, I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. Honestly, I did not see him. I'm going to be all the way real with y'all. I did not see him, man. But we get the pick right back. It's your boy. Looking good, Billy Ray. And we take that one all the way to the Baja. Making the score 21-7. Right before the half, I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, we cooking with some gas here, man. We knew we had to kick the ball to him. I wish we had the ball at half. We didn't have the ball at half. We had scored. That would have really been cursed. I think that would have been over. But 2 touchdowns top of the 3rd quarter. It's not comfortable for me, especially when I have an inferior team. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think it's a good idea to run the ball as much as possible with the Texans. You definitely want to mix up, get some passing plays in there, because the team is not that good. So you want to throw your opponent off a little bit with some passing plays. But I think if you play sound, and I generally do think this, play sound, don't make a lot of mistakes, I think you can win more than you lose if you're a Texans fan and you like playing with the Texans and this is your team. You one of those type of guys that don't like to play with other teams that be just your team. With the way people play and how many mistakes people make in this game and how easy it is to score at the same time, you could win more games than you lose. If someone told me that the only team they play with the Texans, and they told me their record was like 78-60, I would believe that. I think you could with the way people play, and you got to think about the mistakes people make. Even the mistakes I make, I make some bonehead plays sometimes. But with the way people play, I think you could do that. This guy was killing me with Van Der Esch, man. I don't know what it is, but I guess he got, look at this right here. He caught the ball and went back. And come on, Burkhead, what are you doing, Rex? Say something, Joe. Like, Rex, what were you thinking right there? How you get the first down or fourth down and then go backwards? I'm like, of all the things that can happen, I was a little shocked he caught it. But to go backwards, I'm like, man, he might as well just dropped it. But anyway, my opponent has the ball, and he has the opportunity, he or she has the opportunity to score and make this a one-possession game. Let's see what happens, man. Second down to 6, we tackle him. Third down to 5. He goes over the middle, hits with the inside zone. Why not? The Texans are not that good at running the ball. I'm a little shocked he didn't run the ball more often, but he's running in for that touchdown, making a score 16-21. Toss to the right for the 2-point conversion, and we shut that down. Woo-hoo! But can we hold on? Can we stay safe? Can we hold the fort and stay safe? And get this dub. We get 2 first downs. I'm like, all right, sneaky, nice. I'm like, all right, let's see if we can get a little more love. So we get nice. And that's another thing about David Johnson. He will truck stick you, man. He'll hit you with that truck stick, man. And I don't know what's going on here, but we are running the ball extremely well on this drive. Burkhead right up the middle, almost scoring. I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. And we tried to get it in, to get a score right there, but we didn't. And that was the game. He didn't call his timeouts. I guess he just figured it was over. I guess he probably was just as shocked as I was that I was running the ball this well with the Texans. I was like, sheesh, I'll take it. It's my first win with the Texans. I think I'm 1-2 with them. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think this, I believe I've got a dub with every team now. Don't quote me on that. I think I've played with every team officially. Like I said, don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's nice to get a dub with the Texans, man. How about that, man? A dub with the Texans. Who would have thought, man? My God. I mean, I know I could win with them eventually, but I just didn't think it would be against the Cowboys, especially with the battle for Texas. And now we're not battling for Texas, but just the Cowboys are just so good on this game. Mills with 58.7 passing QB rating. I mean, I guess not bad for me. I mean, I went 9 for 12 from the field. That's not bad. So we actually ended up going 12 for 72 overall with Johnson, man. 6 yards per rush. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You guys could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Your boy.